Welcome back. Okay, so we're going to move on to part 2. So I have had this under the weight of my crafting mat. So as you can see, it's pretty nice and flat. It's dry. I have a rotary cutter. You need a good cutter in order to be able to cut through this thickness. You would not want to use your little paper trimmers that are made for scrapbook paper and maybe cardstock. If you try to do it, you're not going to get a good cut through, and you're going to end up messing your blade up and going through your blade in no time. Something like this, which is a Fisker Precision rotary cutter, or even a guillotine type cutter would be good. If you don't have either one of those available, my suggestion would be to use a metal ruler and an X-Acto knife, because you are going to want something that you can do this with. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim off this excess cardboard. You can see it makes such nice, easy. I love this thing. It's an excellent investment. Okay. Turn around. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to even that up to my cutting edge. And cut through that. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is that little spot that I had over here. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. That's basically what I want when I go to make my pieces. I don't want any problems. I want everything just to be nice and neatly measured. Okay. So now we are to the part where we need 2.5 inch wide by 3.5 inch strips. So I think I'm going to start by doing, oh wait, there's a little piece there that needs to be trimmed. Oops, I missed that. So I did not have that perfectly even. Okay. Alrighty. Trim that down too. Okay. So what I think I'm going to start with doing is I'm going to do 2.5 inch wide strips. I don't know if I can see. Dang. Okay. Apparently, I'm not really super great at cutting. Because there's another piece where I see brown cardboard sticking out. And I just don't want that when I go to do this. I want everything to be nice and lined up with the paper. Alright. Before I do this again, let me hold this up and let me double check and let me make sure it looks like I got everything evened off. So that it's going to be good to go. Okay, it does. Alrighty. So let's try this. Now, so what I'm going to do is, I want to do 2.5. Okay, that's that one right there. Okay. So first I'm going to do is my 2.5 inch strips. And then I have this piece left over, which, just out of curiosity, it's just a little bit over 1 inch. So, but not 1.5. Well, I'll probably save this little strip, and I probably at some point will cut it into some smaller cubes and do like inchy type items on it. Okay, so now I'm going to take these strips that are 2.5 inches wide, and I'm going to make them 3.5 inches long. Now, for this actual swap that I'm doing in the group, we're only doing 3 ATCs. But I'm going to go ahead and trim all of these to ATC size, because I may end up making more than just 3 of the kitten ones. Or I will put them up and save them for some other project. It'll just kind of depend on, you know, what I feel like doing when I get to creating. Like I said, I may end up with more than, or I may not. So it looks like I'm going to end up with 9. Did a couple of these not come off to the right size? Darn it. I think these are not 3.5. That's 3. Nope, wrong size. Well, okay. I will toss these 2 over. I won't have 9 because these are the wrong size. Those are not 3.5. I guess I need to really pay attention to make sure I am lining my pieces up correctly. So I did not end up with 9 because I messed up a couple. So what did I end up with? I ended up with 2. That's 3. I ended up with 7. Okay. Well, that is okay. So let me just point this down a little bit low. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So basically what I'm going to be using for my drawing are these micron pens. That's a number 2. Let's see, I was going to see that. Whoop. Is that focusing? I'm not even sure if that's focusing. I always have a really hard time with that. So anyway, it's a 02. And then this is a 08. 0. Whatever. A 08, which is a fairly thick tip. I want my 5. And I might possibly, oh, that's very skinny. I might want my super skinny one here. Anyway, have the little cards, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, see, I'll probably use my 5 to start my drawings with. And what I'm going to do, I'm not trying to do a realistic or, artistic actual, it's going to look like a cat picture. I'm doing more of a representation. So for this one, I'm making kind of a Siamese type cat, I guess, maybe. Okay, so let me just try that so you guys can kind of see my little outline. I am kind of, my favorite form of drawing tends to be kind of like doodle art. Now I'm going to take my 02, which is a finer tip, to come in here to kind of do like the little facial features. And now I'm going to take, so as you can see, it's my little kitty cat. I'm going to take this one, which is a 005, which is a very fine tip. I don't know how, I guess I always go the wrong way when I'm doing this to show it. It's a very fine tip. And I'm going to use that to come in here because I'm going to do some eyelashes. And I'm also going to do some whiskers. And I'm going to do some little fine hairs out this way, off the little sides of the little side of the face. Just little fine hairs out that way. And I'm going to Add a little color to her. Okay, so that is one cat. I probably want to come back in here and add some bling and some other little pieces, but right now I'm just doing the little pictures. Okay. So I'm going to take another card and go back to my number 2. And on this one, I'm going to draw a different kind of cat. This is going to have more of a rounded face. Okay. Okay, so I turn this one so you can see. This is going to be a mother cat with a bunch of little kittens curled up in her tail. Okay. I will need my very small one definitely to do the kitten features. I'll take this one, just do the mom's face a little bit different. Okay, so I'm taking my very fine 005. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to make little sleeping cat faces on the kittens. Is that focusing? It's hard for me to tell if it's focusing. It really is. Okay, I think that's focusing. Now I need to add in the mother's face. Use my 02 to do her eyes. And then I'm going to come back in with my small one. Okay. Alrighty. So this cat is actually sitting at a window. Looking out. Now I'm going to do something to make that into a ledge later. But he's actually just sitting at a window. And he's looking out into the world. So he's not going to have a face or anything. And I'm going to stop here for tonight. Kind of like these, but I'm probably going to come back and draw some more cats later. Flex them a little bit just to kind of try to make sure that they're staying flat. Anyway, that's just to give you an idea. Of course, and I'm going to do other decorating things, so I will record that later. Have a good night for now. Hello, crafty friends. Okay, while I was off camera, I finished up. I drew more cats, and then I selected the 3 that I wanted to use for the swap. So I'm just going to kind of come back and show you the 3 that I selected. And as you can see, I did a little bit more work. I came in with my micron brush pen and just kind of did this little doodle around the edge. Then I came in with a white gel pen and did the dots. I took some sentiments from Tim Holtz and picked them out and put it on. I added some little rhinestones. I made some little white dots in the pupils on the cats. So this one says, make it count, explore. This one says, "You are loved." You can see the rhinestones and everything. Oh, also on the mother cat, I came in and I added a little collar using a metallic gel pen and then some little gold dots with the gold paint pen. And then this one says, "Happy Together." Well, same kind of thing. So anyway, that'll wrap up the video for this ATC video. Thank you for watching. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them. Oh, I forgot to tell you, yes. So here's what I did on the back. I used that stamp that I showed you and black archival ink. And then I came in, I'm trying to see if this is showing up good. Yes, okay. My name, the title, date of creation, which number it is, and then my contact information. And I did that on the back of all three. So I have one of three, 2 of 3, and 3 of 3. And like I said, there are labels that you can print off of Pinterest for the purpose of ATC cards. All right, thank you. Have a good night or good day.